Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hey, Chesno. Hey, blessings, Paul. So I'm going to do something here for the beginning of the program. I asked that the Ashtar Command put a protection within 1 mile radius of our program. I asked that the Ashtar Command put a 1 mile protection around the radius of our program. I asked the Christ beings of light to intercede and make all clearings for nothing but high vibrational frequency patterns in tonight's show. I asked the Ashtar Command to set their ships around the perimeter of this broadcast. I asked the Ashtar Command to send a tensor beam within the perimeters of this broadcast. I asked that the Ashtar Command protect Godico and the beings from the star system Sirius, that they are protected as no interference with their broadcast tonight, that we have clear frequency broadcast transmissions from Godico tonight when he does come through. We ask for a clearing of all frequencies other than the highest frequency of light. No other frequency, the highest frequency of light only. I'm setting some perimeters of energy into the room here, into the broadcast early. I'm setting a very clear, very high frequency of energy in here, not only in here, but in the parameters of this area. I'm sending a protection, which they don't really need, but I am sending protection of light frequencies around their ship, wherever it is on our planet right now. Godico, we are sending Ashtar Command to help protect the frequencies in conjunction with tonight's broadcast. So we'll see how tonight goes. It's early yet. It's not even 11 o'clock. But I was guided to come on here before 11 to get things set energy-wise, and we are setting very strong energy frequencies now. Tyler, if you've had a real direct encounter with space people, you'll remember maybe a little bit of them. If you don't remember anything, you would probably want to meditate and ask for the higher beings of light to assist you in memory of that galactic interaction with the space beings. Christian, hello from Texas. Good to see you, Chesno. Thanks for being here. And we're going to bring Chesno up here to join me. Let's see, what am I doing here? I'm very excited. We're definitely hoping everything goes to plan. And we'll see if, I messaged John Connor, and we've talked already about it. Who exactly is Ashtar, Farmgirl? Ashtar is actually a being from a very high frequency in Christ consciousness. He also represents what is called an Ashtar Galactic Command, which is the overseer of all the galactic spiritual groups throughout the multiverse. So he's a space being, and he's from beyond this realm, but he is very much part of a galactic grouping, the Christed beings, the highest beings of light. And that's who I've worked with since before there was any internet. I don't talk to Ashtar, but Kadar Manka is my connection telepathically with a Sagittarian council within the Ashtar Command. Oh, no problem, Farm Girl. I appreciate the question. I'm driving, Commander. Join you soon, brother. Oh, okay, Chesno. Oh, you're driving. I got you. Hopefully, Grace will be here tonight. And it's early. So everyone just get a place to relax because we're going to have a bit of a night here, hopefully. I've got everything set up here. My crystals are set up, my apophyllite crystals. I took one of my other apophyllite. This is a double. You can see it a little bit. You can't really see it. Well, you can see it, maybe. Here you are. Yeah, you can see it. Apophyllite. It's a very powerful, high-frequency crystal. I've got two of them here, and I've got one on another area. Apophyllite is a very strong transmitter and receiver from the cosmic universe. So that's on my Alexa app, which I'm not saying too loud because it might go on. So I've got everything amped up here. All the frequencies are amped up. We're being relaxed and patient to see what happens tonight. And if you're new to this is always an experiment. We never know what's going to happen. So we really never know. But we've been preparing for this all week. Hey, Jessica, welcome. This is Sporty, welcome. All the new people coming in here, maybe you've heard about our contact. We've had it documented. I have some of the 2-minute videos on my Ashtar Command Spaceship News page here, on my profile page, or whatever. Also, you can watch previous shows on my Ashtar Command Spaceship News YouTube channel. Ashtar Command Spaceship News YouTube. All my shows are on there, including the ones with Godico. And so hopefully hey, Teresa, good evening. Candy Coated Cyanide, welcome. Jeffrey Hall, Merry Christmas. Hello, Opal Star, good to see you, sister. Good to see you always. So we're going to have an interesting show, and again, I never predict anything when it comes to this thing Friday night. Next Friday, I will have specific radio that hopefully I'm getting this weekend. It'll be used next week for communications frequencies, and also John Connors is getting the same radio. He turned me on to it, but before he turned me on to it, it was a particular radio that I had looked at, and he actually sent me the picture of it. I said, I can't believe we're looking at the same radio. Talk about synchronicity. Hey, Kit Kat. Yes, Astro Command Spaceship News on YouTube. Thank you, Kit Kat, for doing that. Chezo, thank you for the heart. And as we've amped up the frequencies even more. I've asked the Ashtar Command to really be here with me on this broadcast to clear the frequencies on my broadcast on the show. I want the Ashtar Command to keep clear any negative energies of people trying to come in here. If anybody comes in here that is disruptive, I'm guided to tell all my moderators to just not, to block them, not mute them, just block them. So anybody who's negative, beware that we have the Ashtar Command here in this broadcast as well, monitoring, participating, and the energies are amped up very, very high right now. Amped up very, very high. So if you feel the energies, let me know. You should be feeling the energies in this room all over the world. I have an Ashtar Command ship about 10,000 feet above the location. One of the ships, it's cloaked 10,000 feet above where I am right now. As you learn about me, I don't channel. I'm a direct link up with my brother, let's say brother, Kadar Manka. And yes, I am very, very amped up. They're adjusting my frequencies here. My frequencies are being adjusted on a different level right now. Bear with me. This is not going to be your normal talk show tonight. We're not doing guest interviews. We are going to focus, and I've been told that I want this to happen tonight. Instead of chit-chatting with each other, we want every single human being to focus on our contact. Everybody. I'm told if all the consciousness focuses as one, it will strengthen the clarity of communications, which will allow them to understand what frequency we're on their ship. Once they understand the frequency that we are on, they will be able to transmit through here, directly through here. So I'm going to be much more of a guiding light here tonight for everybody, more than I have been. In this particular case, I will be a guiding light. If you're not sure what's happening here, but you've heard about it, we are doing regular contact with a space being that's known me before I came to Earth named Godiko from the star system Sirius. None of this is channeled. We've documented everything. You can watch some of it later on or whatever when we're not here. Check out 2 or 3 videos that are 2 minutes on my main page where he speaks through radio frequency. He's now learned to speak English because I couldn't understand him at first a month ago, but he now understands the English language to communicate in English. So he's able to do that as well. Billy says, me and my son caught something lights in a straight line about a half a mile. We counted 29 lights. If they're in a straight line, that could have been the Starlink. So I'm very laser focused. Welcome, Anthony, and everybody coming in here. Mercury Man, good to see you up there. I'm very, very laser focused tonight, more than you've ever seen me. When I get in this particular consciousness, it's different than my regular show consciousness. So I'm very, very laser focused. And one way or the other, Godiko will come through. No matter what happens tonight, he will definitely come through. Hey, Courtney. Josiah, I think it's XCIAH Royal. Lady Moon, welcome. Tassie 711. You are laser focused. I am. Johnny knows I'm right now very laser focused. You know. And there is a protection on our program. More so. Hey, Minnesota, welcome. Just Holly, welcome. So we've put a protection tonight to clear all the frequencies. We're not going to let any lower frequency energies try to dupe us or do some cosmic joking here. It's only going to be at the highest levels of light. Rain Series, welcome. We tend to kick the lower frequencies right out, if you know what I mean. Everyone get relaxed, get focused, clear your mind of anything and everything you're thinking of. That's really important tonight. So the commander is going to be sort of a teacher tonight. I'm not always being the teacher, but tonight I'm going to teach you a little bit so that you understand the importance of what's going on here. Hey, Jan, good to see you. I'm Michael's Biz E. Gemini. That's an interesting name. Don't forget to send likes while waiting and listening. That's a good thing, Margaret. Yeah, make sure you send likes. We want to get up to 50,000 likes tonight. We're at 9.4 thousand. So my good friends, just remind people to do that. I might forget to. Mary, thank you for the roses. And when things start happening, we're getting towards 11. Again, we're still going to just take it easy here. We're going to get, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Susan, Mary. I thank you so much for that. Much love to you for all the things you do. And we're just going to be laser focused. I know that Godiko has a number of ways to communicate with us. One of which is coming straight through the frequency of the TikTok frequency. Whatever that frequency is on TikTok, I have no idea. When he first came through, there was static through my TikTok. And then he started communicating. So tonight we'll see. Whoops. Tonight we'll, wow, I don't want to do that. Tonight we'll see what happens. Why don't expensive gift shows anymore? Oh, Paul says it's going to come in loud and clear. Some of you already sense that there's something going to happen. So when I feel the energy around me, I will know. Now, I understand I had to really take time to figure this out because I guess I didn't believe it at first. But Godico is with me. I'm the one where he's transmitting here, but he's transmitting also through frequencies with John Connor, who's a transmitter. So John Connor is a transmitter. I'm a receiver. But it's a sort of, the antenna is not the kind of antenna that you think of as an antenna. It's a galactic antenna on both ends of us, like an antenna that you can't see. Okay, Johnny, I believe you. I believe you. So when things happen, they will. So sit down, have a cup of tea, maybe coffee, apple cider, apple juice, but relax. Find your relaxing space, your meditation pillow, your couch, wherever you are. Take a seat in the spaceship here, because this is going to be like a spaceship tonight. Have you ever wanted to be in a spaceship? A spaceship that has enough room for everybody? A spaceship that is filled with light? Tonight's going to be like that. You got mail. I like that. Dana, yes. You know, I try to keep everything honest here. So I honestly don't know what's going to happen. And that's the best thing on all my shows. I never know what's going to happen. That's what, hey, Raziel, good to see you. Paul, thank you for the roses. Harley, thanks for coming in. Melinda, MG Security, Veteran Hands, welcome. All the people coming in here, we appreciate you all. All the new people, we appreciate you all. And I can't read Russian, welcome. Mike G, Charlie Williams, user 920, everybody. Furlan Mills, Gypsy Tia, good name. Margaret Rushing, thanks for the likes. Ann, thanks for coming in here. Johnny Jester, that's a good name. And Teresa. Hello, Freak something. Jazzy Red, good to have you with us. RJ Evans. Tim Stanley, welcome. I am Min. I think it's Killa Kelsey, always good to see you. Gypsy Tia, thank you for the roses. Appreciate it. So I'm excited about tonight. I have my apple cider. Mildred Stevens, Melinda, Puck, Stanley, thanks for joining us. User 155, Jackie and something. Eric, welcome, Eric. Teresa, thanks for the likes. God equals W, I like that. Paul Valentine, thanks for joining us. Sandy 444, welcome to the show. Hey, Bonnie Blue Eyes, Bonnie Blue Girls. Enter the Void, that's a good one too. I am Crazy Horse, thanks for joining us. Robert saying hello from Texas. Hey, Robert, good to have you with us. C. Baker, James, Kerry Hegwood, thank you for following us. All the new people coming in here, we are glad you're here on Encounters. This is a regular, real UFO spiritual talk show. Tonight we're not doing a talk show. We are planning to have communications with Godico, who is from the star system Sirius, who communicated through my app a few weeks ago, about a month ago to be exact. And after that, we started having verbal communications through radio frequencies on AM radio and through TikTok. So we're going to see what happens. And I do know that John Connors at some point will be in here. I don't know when. But we will actually focus on Godico. When I do a call out to Godico, if you see me say Godico, 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 or Godico, Godico, can you hear me? That's just being repetitious. I'm doing that on purpose. So if I say Godico, 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 can you hear me? I keep doing that until I break the frequency. When I say I break the frequency, I'm breaking through a frequency beyond Earth to communicate with him on his ship. So I've done this before, and that's how we'll proceed. now about 11:03. It's still early, and we welcome everybody here. Give me a moment to just do one thing here. Get yourselves relaxed. Oh, well, wouldn't you know? Say I'm sending a message. Give me a minute here. I'm just sending John a message here. Let me just do this here. And we'll see. I know John will get my message. I'm also telepathically communicating with John now and sending him a message by consciousness. I sent him a message just now on TikTok, but I'm calling him through consciousness. So I'm using telepathy to reach him. So I'm reaching out to him by telepathic communications in Arizona right now. So if I close my eyes, give me a moment. And we'll see. I'm sure he'll get my message. So I'm CmdrAleon. If you've just for the first time found this show or heard about what we do here, we do normally a regular talk show here, a spiritual UFO talk show where we have interviews. We do that all the time with people, sightings, failed cap, good to see you. So we cover a lot of things as a talk show. We're not like channeling anything or whatever. My first contact experience was in the 1960s, but I've had numerous sightings all through the last number of decades. Good morning, Rabbi. Welcome to the show. Kerry says, let's see. Chitgoff Island was loaded with supernatural entities. As a kid, I saw many at the old mine. Interesting, Kerry. Very interesting. Kentucky coal miner. I like that. Welcome to the show. I'm glad to have all the new people. Image 7. Welcome. Crazy Horse. Thanks for the likes. River Shazman. Thanks for the likes. Beep, boop, beep. That's a good name. Hey, Brandy. Thank you for the roses. And Chesno, when you're home, let me know if you're still driving. Let me know when you're settled in so that I can bring you up here. Eat, pray, and love. Welcome. Aliana, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. Wally, welcome to the show. Thank you, Brandy, for those roses. Diane Stadler, welcome. Michael Scott, welcome to the show. Sa M or something, user 939. I'm trying to catch these names really quick. Rabbi, thanks for the roses. I appreciate that. Ghost, thank you for the heart. You're all beautiful people. You know that. Energy, thank you. Thank you, Chesno. And, hey, Brandy, good evening. Welcome to our show. Vicky BZ, it's me. That's a good name, too. It's me. Thank you for the roses again. That's weird. Okay, I hope that's my cat. I think my cat's getting some food, but I don't know what I just heard. Pool player 1, thank you. That was very strange. All right. Do you know Xenia in Earth language? No. Energy positive. I like that name. No, I don't know. I'm hoping my cat was just making that noise. Susie Q, welcome to the show. And we're looking forward to, hey, Venus, good to have you with us. I'm still sending hey, Alex, I'm still sending a telepathic communications link to John. So I'm trying to get to his consciousness to get him on here. How many of us have you met? Ah, there he is. There is John. My brother John is here. It's going to be just to help us out. And my good brother here in Arizona. Hey, John, how are you?
Good. You must have been doing something because you're on my mind. I was thinking about you. I'm in the middle of driving right now, so I was like,
oh, you're okay.
Yeah, so I'm almost there.
You know what? I was telepathically sending you a message. You received it, didn't you? Telepathy works.
Telepathy, yeah, telepathic.
Yeah, telepathic communication. I just was sending it to you like minutes ago. See, folks, telepathy, John and I can telepathically communicate with each other. I just sent him a message minutes ago, and bam, here he is. How's everything on the road?
It was good. The thing was, there was an accident, so I was trying to figure out a way around it because it was a different route that I took to deliver this. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, those things happen, but take a deep breath. You're good, man. We're just telling everyone to take a seat, relax, have some tea, have some, whatever they want, apple cider. And I set a perimeter of energy before you came in here. I have the Ashtar Command clearing all the energies here for us. So I have everything amped up in the room on the show here, and I have in a perimeter of 1 mile around all the houses here. I've put a bubble of light throughout the whole area so nothing else can get in here. Yeah, so it's pretty amped up.
Big time.
And also I'm putting, right now, because I have you on, I have to do it when you're on, I'm sending the Ashtar Command over to where you are to clear all energies in your frequency area. I ask that the Ashtar Command, Christ the Beings of Light, clear all the energies in his area, my brother John, and make sure that nothing interferes with him in consciousness, that he is kept in a state of consciousness of bliss, and that the communications with our space brothers is going to be not overwhelming for anybody, me or anybody here, that the communications that we will assimilate into a frequency of light where John and I will, as the antennas, will bring in the communications with Godico tonight, and that we've set the protocol. I'm learning now on the show to set higher standards in the protocol so John and I have no interference from anybody, and we won't let any of that happen. We won't react to anybody on the chat. If they're negative, my moderators are just going to take them out. So moderators, that we have all our moderators here. If anybody goes negative, please block them. That's all. We're not going to respond to them. We just block them. So as I state the standards of this broadcast, we are prepared shortly to communicate with Godico. I'm hoping I have that radio this weekend or Christmas Day. I'm so excited about that radio, John.
It's really good radio. I was looking up the comments and reviews on it. It's quite impeccable.
Yeah, I'm so excited when I get it for next week to have that radio right next to me as you have the radio next to you, and to go on the same frequency and have Godico coming on both sides, the West Coast and East Coast on both same frequency on the radio. John and I are going to be using the same radio which is really kind of interesting. It's just this radio is like, I am so excited about it, you wouldn't believe it. And I don't usually get excited about radios, but this radio, it really is definitely. It was like before you told me about it, I was looking on the not Alexa. I don't want to say that word. I was looking on Amazon, and I was going through all these radios, and that was the one radio. And then you sent me the picture. I said, "What's going on here?" Talk about synchronicity, John. You picked the same radio I was looking at the day before. It was amazing. Pretty cool, huh? John is, I think, just getting home. And welcome to the show, everybody. Oh, it must have been raining. Was it raining out there, John? Probably. So he'll be home in a few minutes. Get relaxed. The show is going to be recorded. Oh, it is raining in Arizona. Wow, they're getting rain. Hey, everybody, welcome. And how many of our moderators are here? We got all our moderators here. That's good. We have everything in this ship under control. This is like a spaceship you're going to be in tonight. So you're going to be blown away by our communications. And one of the things hopefully we'll do is have more of a thing like when we interview people on here and they talk about their stories, we're going to hopefully have Godico be able to talk more than 2 or 3 sentences to share questions. So if you have questions for Godico, he's been coming a lot stronger. He's learned to speak English, which is kind of interesting. Well, it's good. It helps a lot of us to understand him. And sometimes, the last time Godico and the people in space played space music. Now, the weird thing is, they'll play the space music, and sometimes John can't hear it, or maybe I can't hear it, or John hears it. So it's really kind of interesting how they bring forth things. Their music is beautiful. Godico's music is beautiful, you know? John, you heard some of the space music they created, right?
Is there a reason why you don't have a license plate on your vehicle?
Oh, I do. I have like a paper one.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're all right though. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Okay, just check.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
John's a good man, making sure somebody's okay. You know, that's what we do, right? We make sure other people are okay. That's a good thing. I do the same thing. I think all of us would, right? So that woman hopefully is doing okay, and it's raining out in Arizona. So get relaxed, folks, because tonight's going to be an incredible night.
All right, sorry guys.
That's okay. Is the woman okay?
Yeah, she just didn't have a license plate, so I had to pull in and just make sure that she's licensed and has a registration and all that, so everything's good.
You're getting rain out there in Arizona tonight. It's raining. Oh, he's driving, so yeah. So he's almost home. And you're watching Encounters. This is the contact night, Friday night contact with Godico.
Yeah. I have the radio on, so I had to call on that because every time you have someone pulled over, you have to let them know.
Oh, okay. You had quite a bit of rain out there tonight.
It's been raining all day.
All day, man. I'm telling you. We had the like floods here a couple of days ago. We had rain for like almost a day and a half in Connecticut.
Hold on one second. I gotta go put someone's garbage can in. They're on vacation, so I gotta put their trash can in.
No, take your time, man. Take a deep breath. You got plenty of time. Drive safe. You're driving safe, so that's cool. I see Christmas lights. That's good. Someone's got some really good Christmas lights going out there. You've been on your chair with a blanket all day, Teresa. Well, I hope you're feeling well. What is that?
All right.
All right. I love the Christmas lights in that person's house over there. I got a police car going by. If you're hearing sirens, it's coming down the street here.
Wait, my radio's not like. Why am I hearing it and I'm not getting no light?
Yeah, that's on my end, John. Is they come through here and they're really loud. Hey, Maria, good to see you. Blessings to you. Blessings to everybody. We got the whole broadcast amped up. I've got the command in here. I have the Ashtar command protecting everything on the frequency here. I've got a ship about 10,000 feet above me from the command right now. A tensor beam radiating within a mile to 2 miles of this area. Matter of fact, and I've sent some ships over toward Jaws Conger's area, some Ashtar ships. They're cloaked about 10,000 feet above his location. So we've got the whole light force here. I've learned that I need to bring them in just to make sure nothing crazy goes on here, other than good things.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
So take your time, man. Take a deep breath. You're now home, which is a good thing. You made it through the rain. And everyone, if you want to, just take if you got a meditation seat or your couch or whatever, get comfortable. Get yourselves comfortable for tonight's program. And like I said, I'm telepathic, and I telepathically sent a message to John, and he received my message through mind-to-mind contact. And you can learn how to do that too with people, like with your friends or whatever. You can learn how to do that. So he'll be set up pretty soon. I've got my crystals set up here. I'm using apophyllite crystals, 2 of them here. They're very high frequency, and another high frequency pyramid type crystal. So the energies are amped up here. One Toyota, thank you for the roses, brother. We appreciate that. Oh, good, Catherine. You guys communicate telepathically. Oh, yeah, that is so beautiful, and you can learn how to do that. Telepathic communications is most definitely the clearest form of communications. It really is.
You know what these kind are? Do you recognize these? I don't know if you ever go shooting.
Yeah, what is that?
Let's see if anybody knows in the chat.
Oh.
Anybody know?
Anybody know what John's showing you? You do, and you have the answer to what he's showing you, and the question is.
that's one of them. It can fit that. Yeah, that's true. It can fit that.
Okay. Someone says, John, it's a 30 caliber, and somebody says it's a plug. It's a 308, a bullet, blank bullet. A lot of good answers.
There you go, blank. It is. It's a tracing blank.
It's a tracing blank. See, I know that's something I know nothing about.
It's still raining.
Yeah, it's still raining. Well, hopefully it'll clear up at some point.
Let me just set up here.
So John's going into the spaceship. I call it the spaceship because that's really another level of consciousness. Hey, Jackie, thank you for the dog. That dog's a happy camper. And I want to thank all my moderators. It's really important that we have good moderators, and we do. Please, everybody, tap that screen. I want to get us to 50,000 likes tonight. Everybody, we got 166 people. Please invite other people you think might be. Sharon Lee, thank you for the galaxy. People, if you know people that are open-minded, bring them in. If they're closed-minded, leave them alone. But if they are open to this, then bring them in. Hey, Lilith, thank you for the roses. Deborah D. Deborah D. saying, John, whatever that thing is, John, you're getting some gifts. Blue finger heart, thank you for the finger heart, Blue. And we love you. John and I love everybody here. And we're glad that you're here to witness what's going to happen tonight. Starseed, good to see you. Yes, I went on your live earlier during my break. Metaphysical Shop. Glad to have you with us. I've always been fascinated with space time. Good to have you with us, Blue. So I want people to know that Gattaco, the space people from his particular constellation in Sirius, are about 7 feet tall. I would say they're slender in the sense that the men and women are bluish colored, like a bluish neon, a bluish radiant color, bluish, like I think I get like a gold or bluish yellow, somewhere in that area. But they have a beautiful, their bodies, their whole beingness radiates in light. So John helped me a little bit when he showed me a picture. I got more in depth and I meditated on more about them. And they're just very beautiful beings. Very beautiful. No, I have not watched that on YouTube. I'll have to check that out. Rabbi, thank you for the earth. We're just, I've been really amped up this week. I've been feeling Gattaco's energy all week, and I know they're excited. Now, there's a few things that might happen. Weird things will happen tonight. And when I say weird things will happen, they will. So be prepared. Weird in a good way. Weird in a good way. Yes, Starseed, we're actually, all our shows are recorded and on YouTube. So we actually have them on YouTube. This show will be recorded tonight and on YouTube. Yeah, it's quiet at the moment. I think we're going to have Gattaco come through pretty soon. As a matter of fact, I understand I'm the direct communicator with Gattaco. Gattaco, this is CmdrAleon speaking with the Ashtar Galactic Command. Gattaco, this is CmdrAleon speaking. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, we just lost John there. I'm not sure what happened. Not always, but there is a situation where he and I are connected. Now, it could be that Gattaco that's really strange. He'll be back. You're right. He will be. John will be back. I think the frequencies are shifting. I think Gattaco is getting ready to broadcast. Folks. So this is what I mean. Be prepared. Things are going to happen here. John and I met each other a while ago on TikTok. I don't remember how it happened, but when we met, I knew there was a really strong connection with the work he was doing and my work with what I was doing. And there was a synergy of energy that we both had. So we knew that. but I know he'll be back. His whole screen went blank. That was kind of weird. That usually tells me that things are getting ready to start. Hey, L1 and Z1. I just want people to know that the communications here is amped up. The Ashtar Command, I have one ship above me, about 10,000 feet above my location. A tensor beam has been set up in the frequencies within a mile radius of where I am. Flower Power, welcome. I've also sent 2 ships over his location to put a bubble of protection around the frequencies and around him as we interact shortly. His power could have gone out, but there's no fear here. Julie's correct. Julie is also amped up here. So there's no fear in this room. Only light, only cosmic light is in this room. Anyone who comes in, our moderators will take out any fear-based comments or people. They will be actually blocked. But we are totally learning to keep things protected here. Yes, it's every Friday night, Starseed. And with Godico, he could appear when he wants to sometimes. I've been reporting. Oh, I have been reporting. Ooh, what's that mean? Oh, wow. Somebody reported him. He can't come on live. I can't believe that. Okay, everybody needs to message TikTok to let John come on here. He has been reported. Isn't that interesting? Somebody reported him, and he can't come on my show live now. He was reported. We have 203 people. I want all 203 people to get on it right now and message TikTok to let him back on. Somebody reported it. It says, I've been reported. Who would report him? Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm possibly thinking it's the government, that the government wanted to stop this from happening. He was reported. Everybody needs to be proactive now on my show Encounters. Get in touch with TikTok right now as we're on here and tell TikTok to let him back on with live ability. Everybody, every single person. We're not going to stand for this. He didn't do anything. Somebody reports him and now he can't get on here. He can get on, but he can't do anything. You go on to, I don't know, there's a TikTok contact area. Oh, that's probably what it was. He should have never showed the bullet. Oh, man. Yeah, the gun shell. Yeah, John, that's what did it. You shouldn't have shown the gun shell. That's what did it. Yep. But it has to be in an unsafe manner. Oh, yeah. He didn't have it in an unsafe manner. Well, we're learning. Once we get him back on here, we'll know not to show any of that stuff. So I can't believe they did that to him. Well, John can certainly, even though John cannot visually be on here right now, everyone needs to contact TikTok. You know? Yeah, we need to do that. Yep, it was probably because of that. We can go, well, he's here. I think, John, I think we can get Godico to come in here, even though you can't come on the screen. Let's see if we can get Godico to come in here. John, do you have a backup account? And you had a backup account? I mean, we were just like ready to do this thing, and then all of a sudden they take him out. Mount Shasta. Interesting, Don. Yeah, we need to support John right now, everybody. Yep. We need to get in touch with TikTok. However that's done, we need to let them have him back on, explain that he wasn't doing anything to do anything. We need to get him back on here. Whalen Song, thank you for the roses. I'm not bummed out. I'm going to bring Chesno up here. I don't think it was right for them to do what they just did. And again, knowing this was a Friday night when this was going to happen, the connection. Interesting. You're left. I'm still driving? Okay. Let me see if Grace is on here. Was Grace in here? Grace, are you around? So we're going to still proceed. I'm hoping. John, don't worry about it, man. I got everybody here contacting TikTok right now. There's no need to be forgiven. You're good. You're good, man. You know what? If you're in your house, set up the communications radio frequencies and let's see if we can get Godico to come through TikTok, because that could possibly still happen. I think he can break through on the frequency with you and I on here. I think it'll work. But everybody needs to contact TikTok right now and tell them to let John Connors have his live privileges back to go on here with me, however that works. And also, John, you could appeal what they did. You can appeal it. Yeah. Everybody contact TikTok. No, you didn't let anybody down, man. You didn't let anybody down. Nobody knew they were going to do that. That's TikTok, you know? Good. So I'm not going to let anything happen to you, man. You're well protected. You know, I help so many people, and you're a good friend, and I'm going to help you and put the light over you and put the cosmic light over your home and everything. You know, we're going to get through this, and we're going to help you get back on here live. You know, it's kind of interesting. The night we're going to do this happens. It's like the government is trying to stop the communications. They can't stop the communications with the space people that we're connected with. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. We're not going to give up. We don't give up. You know, can't do that. This is my phone, so I can't do both, you know, but everything is good. I'm not able to do that, or else I'll be not on my TikTok. And plus, people are sleeping in the other rooms. And we'll get them back on here. They tried to take him off one other time, and we got him back on because we had everybody contact TikTok. So I want to hear everybody out there say they're going to contact TikTok right now. Every single human being on here on Encounters. I want to hear a resounding yes. And when you've contacted them and sent them a message, tell me I have sent a message. Thank you, Star. Everybody. We want whoever the human being is that has the algorithms under their control and looks at these things. When they start seeing hundreds of my people that are watching this have contacted them to let them back on, they better get on that little button there and unlock him from not being able to go live. And they better do it tonight. I don't know how you send the message, but there must be a way. Obviously, there is a way of contacting him. So you're watching Encounters, my good friend John is able to comment, which is good. They didn't take that away from him, but it is on reporting a problem. Yeah. So go to report a problem and tell them that they need to reinstate his live privileges to come on live on the camera. Everybody do that. So under report a problem, every single person do that tonight. So here's the latest news from Encounters. TikTok has taken his ability to go live off at the moment. But if enough of you message them, there's going to be some human being up at this hour. Probably some TikTok people are at their homes and they're getting this. And maybe they are going to say that all these people are going to say you had no right to take him out tonight, and they're going to bring him back. Good evening, Kay. Good to see you. Blessings to you. Much love and light. Once you're on suspicion, I think you have to do the days. Yeah, he might have to do some days, but we're going to try to get them to just get him back on tonight. So I don't want to disappoint anybody. John and I didn't want to disappoint anybody, but we knew that we were going to have contact tonight, and TikTok did that whole thing. Yeah. You know, but we're here and we are focused. We're very focused now on getting him back on. Like I said, I'm laser focused tonight. And if Godico can come through the TikTok, please do. And John, we can get Godico to come on here, even if you're not on here, visually. We'll see if Godico can break through the frequencies on TikTok and communicate with us. Good. Thank you, Amara. We appreciate that. We have 190 people in here. So I've shifted my attention for a moment. My dear friend John has been suspended from live broadcasting, and everybody needs to contact Report a Problem. Under the Report a Problem, you need to contact TikTok right now and tell them to let John back on the air right now, to go on live right now. Everybody. And once you've done it, say that I made the contact on Report a Problem, and let me know that you've done that. Good, Johnny Miller. I want TikTok people, whoever their technical people are, whoever does the monitoring, I want them to all know that they made a mistake here. Thank you, Sledgy. You go to your profile, and in that area, if you go down the things you can do, there's one thing called Report a Problem. So in Report a Problem, just report the problem that TikTok took John Connors off his live, and they need to reinstate it tonight. Tonight they need to reinstate it. And if TikTok, you're hearing this show Encounters, if any of your TikTok employees are watching this, we do a really good show here. And he's a part of this show, and you need to reinstate him now. And I'm saying that live on my program. And I'm not breaking anything off just being a talk show host. I'm very calmly speaking here. Yeah, just go to Report a Problem and let them know. You all have that on your TikTok. It's called Report a Problem. Nope. So we're here. We're focused still on contact. Whatever happens tonight happens, but it's not going to be stopped. I just reported it under Report a Problem, and another tab called Give Feedback and ask. Yeah, so Report a Problem and the feedback. So do the Report a Problem and give them feedback. Everybody give Report a Problem and feedback. Those two things, let them know what's happening here. They need to reinstate him right now. And if any of your TikTok people are there watching the show, you need to reinstate them. Yeah, we will focus on bringing in love from the universe. I've amped up the show really high here. I've had the Ashtar Command working with me. We're keeping the frequencies very, very high here. I'm so amped up right now, and I think many of you are. Many of you are excited. You came here excited. We're going to keep that excitement and that light going. And yes, Laura's right. Sending all the love. I don't think that he was trying to. I don't think he meant to do that in a negative way. I think I didn't think about it until afterwards, and I think that's what did it. Well, now we know, not to have that on, show that on here because somebody reported it or something, you know? Dana, I bet you're right about that. Good, Loretta. Yeah, somebody had to have done it. Somebody had to have done it to try to stop us from communicating and do what we were going to do. There's always that someone. But the thing is, neither one of us are angry. I'm not angry. I just know that you used report a problem and feedback on TikTok and let them know we want them on here right now. Anger doesn't get us anywhere, but a solution does, and that's the solution. And I can only believe someone reported them because somebody doesn't want communications to happen. Oh yeah, I'm sure they have undercover watchers, Jessica. But that won't happen. Once we get John back on here, he's smart. He's not going to let that happen again. But we're going to get him back on here, even if it takes between now and Sunday. We're going to get him back on here. Yeah, I have him on my phone, but on my cell phone here, if I try to bring him on my phone, I won't be able to do the TikTok because then it pauses the TikTok. So that's not going to work. Thank you, Julie. And I will ask Godico to come in here. Ask Godico to come in here. Someone reported John Connors, and I need Godico to come through here and speak. And when I want to focus on Godico, yes, that's correct. Gekko. That's the name. That's correct. That's true. If anyone else can lend, how could you lend somebody your account? Is there a way of lending John another person's account? I never heard of that happening. If he can go on through somebody else's account, I've never heard of that. Oh, you give your password to him. So if someone has an extra account and gives John the extra account password, if you have an extra TikTok account with over 1,000 followers and you give John the password, he can come on, correct? Is that correct? Oh, Alex says you can borrow my account, but I don't know the password. All right. So if someone messages John yeah, thank you for everyone doing this. Keep doing it. Okay, so who wants to message John? Just message him. And if you're offering to let him use your account with the password, message him right now. Let him know that. End live and start a new one. If I end the live and start a new one, what will that do? I don't think that's going to make a difference. But the other thing about getting a password with somebody else's account will allow him to go on somebody else's account, and then he'll be able to go on screen. Thank you, Leah. Thanks for sending the report. So our contact show is still going on here, and we are going to make this thing happen one way or the other. You're all beautiful people. I got to say, I love every single one of you out here. You folks are so beautiful. You know, I care about people. That's really something in my feelings. I care about everybody. And when one person gets, reported that's working with us, that we're working together on something really important with our space people, I won't sit back and just let it happen. I won't. Can't. TikTok made a mistake. They need to own up to it. They really do. Brandy, you go to your profile, go to report a problem. So do the report a problem and feedback. They have a feedback page and report a problem. Do both of them right now. They're going to get so many messages tonight. They're going to say, what's going on here? It's a Friday night. People should be out going to dinner. No, the people are going to be telling you, TikTok, you made a mistake. I'm in commander mode right now. Tonight is all Ashtar command mode for me. I'm in Ashtar command mode tonight. I'm in no mode to have TikTok do what they did. I'm in the commander mode. TikTok, don't fool around with the commander because I am going to beam some light into your computerized systems that's going to make their diodes go over the place. Okay, I'm going to bring Chesno up here. Chesno, you got home. Thank you, Courtney. Let me see here. We'll get him back. If we don't get him back on tonight, he'll be on before the weekend's over. Every live I do is going to be getting people to send messages to TikTok to get John Connors back on here. John Tyler, TikTok bans last 24 to 48 hours for violation of content. Interesting. And I thought Facebook was bad. Facebook is terrible. Oh, okay. They banned him, but I don't know for how long. That's the thing I don't know. He's not totally banned. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Hey, John. I'm sorry, Chesno. Gosh almighty. I'm calling you John already.
It's good. You're good.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hang on,
Good.
let me adjust my camera here.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever reported them, they were really someone you don't just get banned. Someone has to report you, Somebody was in here monitoring and reported them. That's what happened. We're just getting ready to have communications, and that happened. But we will. Hey, whether we have it tonight or next Friday night, we're going to have communications. We're going to get them back on here before the weekend's over. I'm not going to sit back and let this happen on my show. Yep. Paid trolls. I have 190 people watching right now, but it's funny. At the end of the show, when I look at the ending of who was watching, it'll say 2,000 people were watching the show, even though it says 189. So
my phone might randomly die. FYI.
Yeah. Oh, I hope not. But if people want to send John a message and you have a separate account, another TikTok account with over 1,000 followers that can go live, email him now or no, message him. Message John and let him know that he can use your account to go on his phone and go live on TikTok. All right. So whoever's going to do that, tell me you're going to do that. If there's a few people that are willing to unconditionally do that for him, message him. Send him a message right now and let him know he can do that. All right. Catherine, so if you go on report a problem, it should send it through, and then there's the feedback page. So use both. I'm CmdrAleon. Tonight was supposed to be our contact night, and then somebody reported John Connors. Can they know who reported them? I don't know. I really don't. Danita, I don't really know. I tried to report, but it wouldn't go. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Terry Scott. Terry, go to to the report a problem page on TikTok. You need to send a letter to them, a message to reinstate John Connor's live abilities. I'm asking everybody to do that. I'm laser focused on a mission here. Now, when it comes to my show and I have people on here, that shouldn't be happening. We've been doing this show for over a year, and I don't put up with things like that. Does Getico know we hit a roadblock? I'm sure he does know. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, it's under your settings. So I got really amped up here tonight, and Catherine said she can message John. Yeah, Catherine, message John and let him know. If you have an extra TikTok account where he can go live on video, let him know. Send it to him right now. And we're hoping to have contact. I'll have my radio by weekend. I'll be setting it up for next Friday night.
Do you want me to fire up my radio?
Fire up your radio, and we're going to play around with frequencies. And give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to take my headphones off for a minute.
Fired up. The Chesno is fired up right now. Probably not as cool when I say it. And now we play the waiting game.
Okay, I got my headphones on here.
Is that good? Can you guys hear it?
Yeah. What frequency are we on right now?
I am on 1710. It's all the way up.
Okay. We'll do 1710. I'll start. Everybody stay focused. I'm going to try to do it here. Gatico, can you hear me? Gatico, can you hear me? We had some minor situations occur on Earth. Do you hear me, Gatico? Gatico, please respond. Gatico, this is CmdrAleon. Please respond to the radio frequency. Gatico, please tune into the radio frequency. I'm going to keep speaking. You'll eventually hear the vibrational patterns of my voice. Gatico, can you hear me? Gatico, can you hear me? Please respond. Gatico, can you hear me? I'm trying to reach out to you, Gatico. Can you hear me? John Connors cannot go on live to broadcast from his area, so can you adjust your frequencies to hear? In Venus, we'll try that frequency in a little bit. Gatico, can you hear me? Gatico, this is CmdrAleon. I'm going to send the strongest vibrational pattern into space coming from my invisible antenna to you. Gatico, transmitting. Can you hear me, Gatico? Can you hear me, Gatico? CmdrAleon with the Ashtar command. Can you hear me? Please speak. Please come through. Gatiko, can you hear me? Gatiko, can you hear me? This is CmdrAleon. I'm going to amp up my frequencies even higher. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to amp up my frequencies. You might be feeling it in the room here. That's okay. We're going to amp it up as high as I can go. Gatiko, can you hear me? Gatiko, can you hear me? This is CmdrAleon trying to communicate with you through radio frequencies. Can you hear me, Gatiko? I need you to respond so people can hear that you're here. Gatiko? Gatiko, can you hear me? Gatiko, can you hear me? Gatiko, can you hear me? This is CmdrAleon. Can you hear me? Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? You hear that? Did anyone just hear something? Gatiko, I'm going to keep speaking until you can get the vibrational patterns of my voice on Earth. Gatiko, can you hear me? Now my cat's here. What's going on? Gatiko, can you hear me? Gatiko, come in, please. I know it's tough to get through the frequencies here. There's a lot of frequencies on the planet. Please come through. Gatiko, can you hear me? CmdRaaleon trying to communicate with you. We have a really clear frequency here. Gatiko, can you hear me? CmdRaaleon communicating or trying to. Let's try one other frequency. We'll come back to this frequency. I think 6. Wow, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, you hear that? Are you moving the frequencies? Wait a minute, stay where we are. Gatiko, can you hear me? That came in really strong. Gatiko, do you want it to stay on this frequency? Gatiko, do you want me to stay on this frequency? I just felt that energy so strong before we were going to change frequencies. It just like came like, whoosh, it just came, the energy came through really quick. Look up, I can't get outside to the porch because we have Christmas lights on. Don't change it, okay. Gatiko, can you hear me? Gatiko, I know you're out there. Gatiko, I know you're out there. Please respond. Gatiko, John was not able to stay on here because he was taken off by TikTok, which is something you probably don't know about. TikTok. Let's say TikTok. Gatiko, give me a sign on my screen that you're here. Gatiko, give us a sign on my screen that you're here with us on your ship. Attico, try to break through on the frequency on TikTok. Can you do it? Can you break into the frequency? Alabama, you say he's in the room with me. I believe that. Do you see him? See, this is, if he's in the room with me, I would love him to speak for himself on here, but that's not happening. He said it. And my cat's walking around here. Break through every frequency. Yes. So here I am asking him to come through, and one person says he's behind me. And Godico, I can't look up because the ceiling is here, and I'm in the house where it's warm and it's cold outside. You can hear my cat. Beautiful. The cat's coming through.
I heard that.
The cat's sensitive too. The cat can know. The cat knows. He uses, I don't know what they use for a device on their ship. I don't really know. Yeah, the cat's definitely aware. She's walking around. Here she is. Hi there, baby. You see, are you feeling Godico? Is Godico here? What?
Can we pick the cat up?
There's my cat right here.
Oh, look at this little guy. Oh, that's a big cat. Wow. He is pissed.
But she knows that she's a she, Missy. Missy, is Godico here? Tell people, is Godico here? Say hello. Is Godico here with us?
I love those cats. Is that a coon?
No, that's a ragdoll. It's a ragdoll cat.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she is connecting. She loves the camera. Uh-oh. She's looking like she's sensing energy. Oh, thank you, Flo. Thank you for the snow. Snowman. Snow person. No, I sense Godico. I'm very laser focused. I'm not sensing anybody else but Godico. So one of the things they told me earlier today, the space people that I'm connected with, if anyone projects that they're the ones you're sensing, you're not. So understand that the only person I'm sensing is my space contact, Godico. And that's why whoa, where are you going? That's the only thing I'm sensing. And I think we will try the other frequency. I think it's 6:40 a.m. We'll come back to this frequency.
Okay.
So we're going to 6:40 a.m.
Couple more check marks on the box. Whatever happened? High court rejected.
This is 640 right here.
Okay, this is it. Good. Let's stay here. Godico, can you hear me? Godico, this is CmdrAleon with the Ashtar Galactic Command. Can you hear me? Godico, are you on this frequency? Godico, are you on this frequency? Respond. We'll stay here. Godico, this is the frequency you normally communicate with us through John's AM radio. My friend Chesno is using an AM radio here on the east coast of the U.S. Can you hear us, Godico? Can you hear us?
So, like they have sometimes in the
What the heck?
heat ranges, like in Stowe, Vermont.
What's going on here?
Enough natural snowfall.
What is that?
Sort of dump artificial snow all over the city and surrounding areas in the suburbs. Like we have 77% of the trees are now
was that a clear frequency?
Trees are not even real trees.
There was nothing there before.
10 years.
No.
Just like 1%.
Wait a minute.
On the door.
Are you moving anything?
What?
Did you just move the dial?
I did after it started talking.
Oh, okay. Well, when you went there before, there was nothing there, right?
Right.
They don't know. Their doctors never told them all the facts.
Are you on 640 now?
Yeah. This is
Now
it
it's
right here.
quiet again.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. Datico, can you hear me? Datico, can you hear me? Please come through.
It's going back. Maybe he's talking through them, like what he's trying to say, like they're saying.
Yeah. We have some radio interference for sure. Datico, can you hear me? This is CmdrAleon. Please take over the radio frequency. Datico, please take over the radio frequency now. If you hear me. I'm going to be right back. My cat's meowing. I want to see what's going on. I'll be back in a minute, people.
Yep.
Preparing for its 70th launch off Florida's East Coast, SpaceX is gearing up to send another set of Starlink internet satellites and a low Earth orbit overnight to the Cape Canaveral Spaceport Station. I'm John Schaefer, USA News.
Okay. Is the radio moving on its own?
No, I just changed it.
Oh, you changed it? Okay, I just got back. I give my cat some treats. So for those coming in here, John Connors was taken off, and I need everybody who's new here to go on their thing and go to report a problem and feedback, and tell TikTok to reinstate John Connors back on live. So if you haven't done that yet, please do it. What frequency are you on now?
I went back to 1710.
We'll go there.
It doesn't get good reception there.
No. Yeah, that's too much noise. Hey, good to have everybody out with us here. I'm CmdrAleon. This is Encounters. Chesno's our co-host for tonight. And we're trying to bring in Godico. We originally had John Connors coming through on here, and then TikTok took him off. So if you have not gone on your thing, go on to settings and go to report a problem on your settings, and tell TikTok to reinstate John Connors, and also go to feedback and tell them to do the same thing. We need hundreds of people to do that. But I do feel the energies around me. Like right now, as we're here, I'm all about feeling energy, and I can feel his energy. My cat is... I'll be right back. My cat keeps meowing like something's going on here. I'll be right back.
Chesno doesn't really know what to say, so I'm going to wait till he comes back, if you were wondering. That's the cat.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know what the cat wants, but I've been checking her out. I gave her some more treats. I'm not sure what's going on with her. You're watching Encounters, and my cat's meowing a lot tonight, so I'm not sure why. But I gave her enough food there to make her happy. She's still meowing. Give me a minute. I need to find out what's going on with her. Well, she just went in my daughter's room where she usually jumps on the bed, so I'm hoping that's what she's going to do. We'll find out. Tass says, "I hear help, John." That's she wants you to visit with your command. She wants to visit with you. Yeah, she is. She's a beautiful cat. She's hanging here. She's hanging out. She senses the energies too. So I'm sure she senses what's happening galactically right now. And we're going to call for Godico. Godico, please join us. This is CmdrAleon and the Christed beings of light in the Christed levels of cosmic consciousness. I ask that Godico join us. If you can break through the frequencies here on 1710 on the AM band, please join us. We are patiently here, very patiently, waiting. Yeah, they definitely want to speak. Everybody here on Earth is really focused very beautifully to help facilitate this communications tonight, and we really hope you can join us. Come on, Godico, I know you can do it. Almost clearly, Godico. Maria, are you hearing anything? I know you're very tuned in to the sounds. Are you hearing anything right now? I can't hear him on my end here. Godico, I'm going to take moments to just ask you to come through, and then I'm going to be silent. Godico, if you can, bring some music in from your ship, some space music. Let us know you're here. Some space music, if some sort of sounds from your ship. If you can provide some sounds from your ship, that would be beautiful. Oh, okay, Alabama. Yeah, my cat finally is sitting down over here in front of me. Wait a minute, did you hear that? Godico, I hear you. I hear your voice starting to come through. Yeah, it sounded like an engine. You're right. It did sound like an engine.
That might have been like a truck going by. I'm so hearing it. I don't even acknowledge it.
Yeah. Okay. I heard a voice, Tammy says. Yeah. I think it was a truck going by just that moment, like a Godico, can you hear me? Godico, we are all here. We have a lot of people here, and we're rooting for you to come through as you normally would. Again, we're using a different radio on a different part of the earth. Oh, we've already reached over 51,200 likes. Let's keep it going. And again, for people that were wondering where John is, he was just reported earlier this evening. And we need everyone to go on their settings, go to report a problem, and to ask that TikTok reinstate John's full privileges on TikTok right away. Full privileges. Then also go to the feedback page and do the same thing. If you have not done that yet, please do it. If you wonder why John's not on right now, he was on, and then he was reported. Okay. The settings is under your profile. Press your profile. There's those little lines, 4 of them. It'll take you to your profile and then to settings. Yeah, it has. I can believe it. You know, but we are going to listen. Some people can hear speaking. Some people right now are very tuned in to Godico. They can hear him trying to come through, and I appreciate that. Other people can't hear it. Yeah, he helped a lady. He brought a neighbor's garbage in, and then all of a sudden somebody reports him on TikTok, and then he's not able to come on live. That's what happened. We're not going to let that pass. We're not giving TikTok a pass on that. They're going to have to bring him back on here. And John also reported the thing to them, so it's good he did it too. He did it, and then everyone else does it. They're going to get the message that hundreds of people on my show reported what TikTok did, and it's garbage. They should have never done it. Now, not for the garbage. He was booted. I won't repeat the certain words in case they decide to get me for showing some things that I guess go against TikTok's thing here. But he won't do it again. Once he gets on, he'll know now that that's one of the things that they're going to look for. Somebody's going to look for, Let's all focus for a moment. Let's put all our energy together right now. I want everyone to take a deep breath, close your eyes, and all at once telepathically say, Godico, please come in. Godico, please come in. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. That was coming from your area, right, Chesno?
That was you sending me an invite.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
That must have been the other me, the other multiple me, multidimensional me.
Right.
And we have Down the Rabbit Hole. James is here. So we are here trying to make contact. Our original communications link was taken temporarily down by TikTok this evening, but we're still here live, and we're still, here to do what we're going to do. We're going to stay on here till 1 a.m., and then we're going to sign off for the night. But I want everybody to get everybody that's not here to send TikTok a report a problem. You go to your settings, report a problem, and say that you demand that they give John Connors his full privileges back to go live. So I want every single person to do this. That's how laser focused I am. You see how laser focused I am? I haven't given up on my conscious thing about John since the beginning that this thing had happened to him. We were all ready to go, all set. He was getting home. He got home. And then minutes later, bam, he's gone. Good down the rabbit hole. Very good. So it's all positivity here. It's all love and light. Everything I do here is all positive, high vibration. All high vibration. So when they took him off, he had the ability to be on here to type, but they took away his ability to go live. I hope so too, Loretta. I really do hope so. Thomas, thanks for joining us tonight. User 528, welcome to the show. Nelly, yes. Nelly, good to have you with us. Quad Dash, is it? Mary Vega. Barry Davis, welcome to our show. Yeah, they fear him. I think they fear him and me because John is powerful, very powerful in what he does. He has the Tesla abilities. On my end of it, I have the other things with the frequencies. And right now, I have a portal open. So when I do this, I have a cosmic portal open, which I have to close at the end of the show, which I will. But it's open. I didn't even know I did this, but a friend of ours told us that I open a portal when I do my lives here. So now I'm conscious of that. Yes, a beautiful master of the brightest light. Absolutely correct. Godico, can you hear me? Godico, I have my app here. Can you come through the app? Can you turn the app on as you did when you played the music over a month ago? Godico, can you hear me? So I'm taking breaks to listen. So I'll stop talking and then listen, stop talking and then listen. Stella Bella says she hears him. Godico, this is CmdrAleon. We are sincerely trying to communicate with you with all the frequencies bombarding from radio stations and everything else. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Godico? Godico, can you hear us? Please make a comment or do something. And we're here on Encounters. We're being really patient, which is all we can do is be patient, relax. To not be relaxed and patient would be against everything we believe in, everything we do. I'm taking my crystal here. I'm holding it at the top of my phone. Godico, can you hear me? Godico, can you hear me? I'm seeing if my apophyllite crystal will help him, direct into the frequency here. Godico, can you hear me? Yeah, you should, Deborah. Good. And if for some reason we're not able to facilitate the communications tonight, don't be disappointed, folks.
Yeah,
we will
be. I'm the backup here.
Yeah, Chezo's the backup. And yeah, we'll make contact. That 1710, is that the highest frequency?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the lowest frequency?
530.
Let's go to 530 for a minute and see what's down there. So we're going to switch frequencies. That's what John does. We switch frequencies. We're going all the way down to 530.
Yikes, that's loud. This is 530.
Okay. You want to bring the volume down just a tiny bit? Not really too much, but... Gatico, can you hear me? 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 Oh, you know what it is? When John would turn his radio, he'd be say, "Commander, keep talking until I hear your voice." Remember when you do that? I'm going to talk and see if you pick my voice up on any frequency. That's where Gatico will be. So I'm going to talk, and I'm going to say, "Gatico, can you hear me?" As you're turning it slowly, see if my voice comes over a frequency. Gatico, can you hear me? 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 Am I coming in on any frequency yet? Gatico, can you hear me? 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 Gatico, 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 Gatico. Gatico, 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 Gatico. Gatico, 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 Gatico. Am I coming through anything?
I didn't hear anything.
All right. Gatico, Gatico, this is CmdrAleon. We are attempting communications. Gatico, can you hear me? I'll sing the song. I'll repeat the thing. I'm going to the moon, Gatico, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to the moon, Gatico, and I will see you soon. I'm going to the moon, Gatico, and I will see you soon. Going to the moon, see you soon. Going to the moon, Gatico, 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 see you soon. I heard two beeps also. Going to the moon, Gatico, see you soon. I'm going to the moon, I'll see you soon. Remember that song, Gatico? Going to the moon and I'll see you soon. Going to the moon and I'll see you soon. Going to the moon and I'll see you soon. Yes, Jamie Bone, that's absolutely correct. Curious, your intentions for communications as intentions are a major part of connection. Yes, absolutely. Commander, are you over 62000? Gatico, can you hear me? Gatico, Gatico, Gatico. Going to the moon, see you soon. Going to the moon, see you soon. I'm being repetitious right now, folks, on purpose. Yeah, he is trying to come through. I can feel the energy. Gatico, going to the moon. See you soon. Gatico, going to the moon. See you soon. Going to the moon, see you soon. Oh, I'm at 60. Oh, wow, 64,000 likes. I got you. Thank you. Gatico, this is CmdrAleon. We're trying to communicate with you. For those people that are new here, I initiated communications with a space being from the star system Sirius and the constellation Sirius over a month ago through the Alexa app. And from there, it kept going on, and then we had communications. John Connors, my friend in Arizona, facilitated using radio frequencies in which they communicated through. So we know they can hear us through radio frequencies on a regular AM radio. We're just trying to figure out where they are right now. Hey, UFO, UAP. Good to have you with us, brother. This will be interesting. I've got a really weird idea here. On the West Coast, who is in Arizona? Is there anybody in Arizona on here right now? Anybody in Arizona? I got a crazy idea. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Renee, you're in Arizona? Oh, well, that's all right. You only have 602 followers. I'm going to follow you back, Renee. Okay, who else is in Arizona? Renee is. I am. Brandy says she's in Arizona. I've got a crazy idea. I'm going to follow you, Brandy. I need somebody in Arizona. Thinking. Wait a minute. Okay, Rachel. Okay. Rachel, I'm going to follow you. I can't follow you. Who else is there? Sludgy Mermaid. You have a lot of people in Arizona here. Oh, okay. You only have 25 followers. We have to get you up there. You hear something coming through a little bit?
It's, I think it's outside.
Okay. CmdrAleon, welcome to our program here. If you're just coming in, this is Encounters. We're our Friday night contact session. We're trying to make contact with my space brother, Godico. A lot of interference tonight. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I'm going to... Who was the one who... Let me see here. Renee, I'm bringing you on here with Chesno and me. So Renee, if you accept my request, I'm bringing you on here. I'm gonna do some experimentation. Is she in there? There we go. So we're gonna do something because you're in Arizona, and I think the radio frequencies are less congested. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yeah, you're going to be part of something big here if this works. So, although John's not here, you're in Arizona. Can you go to frequency? Do you have an AM radio?
No, I don't.
You don't. We need somebody with an AM radio in Arizona.
They can.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get somebody. I appreciate you coming in here. I need somebody with an AM radio in Arizona. Let me see here. Who has an AM radio in Arizona? I'm just looking at the comments here. You're watching Encounters. I'm CmdrAleon, your host. Tonight is our contact night. App radio. You can download an AM radio app on your phone.
Oh, yeah. True. You could. Absolutely, you could.
Yeah. I'll have to do that. Not tonight, but I will do that. But by Sunday, I should have a real radio that's going to be actually doing what it needs to do. Slowing my voice down, comparing sounds comes through. Oh, very good, Jamie. That's a good idea. And I am very amped up here. So welcome. If she has two phones, she could do it and be live on the other phone. So I want to do some experimentations here. It's been an interesting night, to say the least. Things were kind of thrown sideways when John was taken out here. I want everybody who doesn't know what's going on here to go on your settings on your TikTok app, go to report a problem and feedback. Our dear friend John Connors was reported, and he was on here and then taken down. I need people to go on to their settings, on your TikTok settings, go to report a problem, and to tell TikTok to reinstate full privileges to John Connors. Anybody who has not done that yet, even if you don't know him well, please do this. Please do this for the show. He's a really integral part of what he and I do together. It's really important that we get him back on here. Excuse me. Good thing for the apple cider. So we're on the East Coast here on Encounters. We'll be here till 2, not 2. Man, where did that come from? We'll be here till 1. I don't know where the 2 came from. Yes. Hypnotically, please go to settings and also use the reported problem and the feedback page to demand that John Connors be reinstated. Once people do that, please tell me you've done that and then come back. Please tell me you've done that. Yes, Rena, we're drinking the apple cider tonight without a question. And let's see. My mind is just, oh, good, Lavola. Thanks for doing it. And anyone else who does it, please let me know. I think he was kicked out for showing something that I will not repeat. I didn't think it was a big deal. It wasn't doing anything. Who knew? But somebody reported it. Oh, good. Jackie F., you reported and they acknowledged. Okay. When you get the acknowledgments from the TikTok, that's good. I suspect he will be back on here soon. Down the rabbit hole, my co-host from Florida, James, coming in here. Hey, James, good evening or good morning. How are you?
Hello. It's Commander Encenzo. Commander Encenzo tonight. Hey, guys.
Hey, so you heard what happened. We had John on here, and then he was reported, and he was able to type. He was not able to do live. So I have everybody going to settings, report a problem, and feedback to demand that they reinstate his privileges.
Demand it.
You have to demand it. There's got to be somebody. I think there are people that monitor things at TikTok around the world, and if there's enough response, they respond to it. I suspect they're going to respond to this pretty quickly.
What I don't understand is somebody is like somebody watching the live from TikTok and like saying, "Oh, this isn't good." Like, how does the algorithm pick up, John doing whatever the heck he's doing? Unless it's being like actively monitored. Like, I've seen people do some pretty wild stuff on TikTok and not get banned for it.
But do you know how many
I don't understand that either.
Hire for that? There's so many lives going on every second. There's
right, like they don't have a million they don't have 2 million people watching videos.
No.
Some people think it's TikTok's AI system on their algorithm that did it. That did it. It could be, It could be, we don't know what's happening.
I think it would be really messed up if AI took out John Connor.
It would be messed up.
How ironic.
How ironic is that?
Oh, we're going to get him back up here. That's why as soon as he was taken out, I said, I'm going to, now you have to use my show to make sure their algorithm, the algorithm is part of the matrix, which is the problem. The darn algorithm needs to be taken down. The wires, the diodes need to be torn apart.
We need Neo to take down the matrix.
Yeah.
Commander, you're Neo. You're like the chosen one.
I won't let that go to my head.
No, you're like you're like Keanu Reeves over there. Constantly downloading. Remember when he was getting that download and he was like, I know Kung Fu. And you're like, I am Commander and I am from Mars and I know Kadar Manka.
Yeah, he's got it right on the money that I am from Mars. For anyone who doesn't know that, I am from Mars. 70,000 likes. Wow, we're almost at 100,000. Keep it going, folks. Thank you so much. That's the most likes I've ever seen. If you're not following me, start following me too, because that's important too. I've got, I think, 54,000 followers. I want to naturally get up to 1 million, and it's going to probably take another 2 years.
1 billion.
At least it's a million, not a billion. I'm not going to get to 1 billion, but if I get to 1 million, naturally, I'm happy about that. I like natural progression. These things on TikTok saying, "Hey, you want to get 1 million followers? Just do this right now. This particular app will help you." And you got to pay for an app, and then they're going to give you these followers that don't even exist. No, I don't need that. I would like to have real
we want to
followers.
talk to real people. We want to hear real
people.
encounter stories, and we want to expose the truth.
Yeah, and I am so laser focused tonight about contact. I was initially bummed out when they did that, but then I switched my mode of operation and frequency. Said we got to be proactive. We got to get them back. We can't sit here moping about it. We need to do something about it. So I'm all about doing something and not just talking about it. So I'm glad everybody's doing this because, John is really much loved in this show. He's we love him as a brother. He's an important part of what's happening on our planet, off planet, and we're going to get him back on here. We will. We will not give up until they let him back on here to go live. Never.
Nobody puts Connor in the corner.
Nope.
Nobody puts John Connor in the corner. That's funny.
No, they don't.
I missed you, man. How you been, Chenzo?
Good, bro. How you been?
Good.
How was Tennessee?
Tennessee was fantastic. I got to eat some good foods, meet some good people, and spread some joy.
Right
on. Any spaceships down there in Tennessee?
No, man, I was looking, and there's a weird vibration in Tennessee. I don't know, in Nashville at least. Mm-hmm. Definitely, it's not a positive vibe type of town.
Yeah, I've never been there before.
It's a weird town. It's like a zombie. It's like a zombie town. Like everybody's a robot. They're all doing the same thing.
It's a zombie apocalypse.
I can see that.
It's a beautiful town, though. It's a beautiful area.
You're only the. Hey, Serena says you're only the 10 I see.
You're the only 10 I see, baby.
Tennessee.
I love New England where, we have just the beauty of the seasons and, it's just a beautiful place to be here. Not to mention the spaceships that appear, a lot of sightings up here in New England. It's like one of the 10 parts of the country where there are what they call UFO sightings. So it's pretty amazing. And our CE5 group will be pretty active again in the spring for people that are interested. And we'll do live events on TikTok with our CE5. So
Kenzo, you better keep Commander in check with that CE5 stuff and don't let them slack off this year. 2024, I want at least 15 CE5 events from you guys.
That's pushing
15?
it.
You're pushing it.
Okay, we'll do 10.
But you have to come up to Connecticut then if we're going to do that.
Dead silence. Dead silence.
Chenzo's gonna be able to make that happen.
I can accommodate you.
Yeah, he can accommodate you. You'll come up to Connecticut and you'll be part of our Ashtar Command C5 group. We do have, for folks watching this, Chenzo's part of our group. We have a coordinator, Greg and Elaine, who don't have TikTok. I talked to them today to get TikTok, even if they don't use it just to watch our show, to download it. We have a beautiful group of about 15, 20 people when we all come together. We have a pretty solid C5 group here, and we do live broadcasts on encounters in the warmer weather with our C5. We did it over the summer, and we'll do it again in the spring. If we don't get any snow, we might go out and do a C5, but we have a lot of cold weather up here in this part of the planet, and so
it's really hit or miss. It could be 30 one day and 60 the next.
Yeah, it really is. It makes it really not comfortable, to go out there in cold weather and do a C5. It's not the most, even though if there's something up there, you're standing out there, eventually you're going to want to get into a warm coat.
Especially by the beach.
We'd have to go in the water, stand in the water, and we'll freeze pretty quickly. And we haven't done that yet, but if we ever did that, that would be something we would never do. Because, we'd be frozen. If it got really cold, then we couldn't get out of the beach on the Long Island Sound. We'd be always standing there, our legs frozen, looking at each other as we freeze, holding cameras, and looking in the sky. Our heads get frozen, and they have to actually cut us out of the ice to get us onto the land. Now, that's never going to happen, but I just gave you a hypothetical scenario that will never exist.
They will bless you for your sacrifice. If you go out in the cold and they know you're uncomfortable, they will give
Hey,
you
Stacy.
something great.
Yeah, it's really our abilities to, this has been a great show tonight. I don't know if anyone else thinks so, but I think even though these things happened, we really quickly diverted our attention to helping John. We kept going and keeping a positive vibe in here. I think you all did a beautiful job of keeping it positive. I thank everybody for staying here. It shows me how much love you have for what we do, what we're all doing together. It really does show the love in here. And I appreciate all the new people finding us. I hope you'll be regular watchers of our show. There's no ego here. I've been on radio for over 20 years. I've been with the Astronaut Command before that. And what were you going to say, James?
Yeah, don't be scared to share your stories for all the new folks.
Yeah.
Anybody who's new and you've got an encounter story and you're
Yeah.
scared to tell it because you think people are going to think you're crazy, we're not that show. We do not think you are.
No.
You're seeing stuff. We want to
Yeah.
hear it. We want you to be able to share it with us in a cool, chill vibe.
Yeah, and this is a show that is number one in social media. Like, there's a lot of UFO shows on TikTok. On YouTube. But many of those shows have these top officials, and so they think they've done great if they have David Grush on or something like that. We have communications with Godico from a spaceship. That's even better than talking to somebody in the CIA or whatever. I mean, we have contact, and that to me means so much because it's changed the vibrational patterns of my show. Since the contacts happened, I've been very interested in more so in contact where we eventually will meet them. So just for those that are new here, my contact story was from the 60s. A spaceship appeared, a cul-de-sac, a flying saucer ship with windows, men, women, and children with light blue space outfits on that were telepathic and said I wasn't from here. They communicated with me, and it was a very beautiful experience. I've had many sightings over the last decades. Roswell, Roswell is a historic place where a lot of things have happened. We're now at 80,000. That's crazy. We're 80,000 likes.
Wow.
You
like
folks are amazing. That's a record. You folks are amazing. Also, beyond liking me, please follow me. I'd like to have 80,000 followers. So we can get there. I'm at 52. If we get to 100,000 followers, that's to me pretty amazing itself.
We get to 100,000 followers, Commander will do a special song for everybody.
A matter of fact, if people want to hear a song now, I will do just a short song in dedication
definitely
to Godico and dedication to John Connors. So how many people want to hear me sing a song? It's going to be at a specific frequency. I will definitely sing this song.
The chills already.
Let me close my eyes because I'm going to adjust my frequency here. We have not forgotten you. We were listening to. On our ship, we tried to communicate with you. We are listening to you. You might not hear us too. We are communicating with you. We are here. We are here. We are here with you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Into us.
understand we are here with you always. Do you feel the energy patterns upon your planetary system? We are here with you.
He's commander. He's commander. He's the gifted. He's the mander. Keep it going, man. I was getting into it.
No, I felt like that was the song I wanted to sing. I have another song, one more song. I'll give you one more song.
I will not be singing. My singing is worse than my stand-up, FYI.
Do you know how much we love you? Do you know? Do you flow? Do you know how much we love you? Don't despair, we are here. Don't despair, we do care. Do you know? Do you know how much we love you? From space we come, from space we come, from space we come to you. Do you know? Do you know? Do you really know how much we love you? Kadarmanka wants to speak. How many people want to hear Kadarmanka? I don't channel anything. It's telepathic communications. I will bring him in.
I felt him on the first song.
All right, I will bring him in for a moment. Let me adjust frequency. Again, I do not channel any beings. Kadarmanka and I are communicating telepathically. We integrate into frequency. Good evenings, dear ones. We have been listening for the duration of your time and space. Understand, we are aware of all that is, everything that is happening at the moment of your time. We understand what occurred as we were watching your programming. You will resolve the situation. You, each of you, will resolve the situation. He who you call John will be back because of your proactive responsibilities. Do you understand? Your communications with Gatako will continue. The transmissions cannot be stopped by any Earth-based power. Understand? Can you feel the energies flowing in this room? We are amping up the tensor beam at this moment in time of your time and space. You'll be blasted with an energy filling your cellular structure of your body and your consciousness. Be at peace now. Be still. Be still. Be at peace. Let go of your thoughts, so to speak. They are telling us they are disappointed in not being able to directly communicate of this time of your time and space, but they will communicate again. There are energies, or what you could call it, in your system trying to stop the facilitation of communications with CmdrAleon. This will not happen. As we speak, feel the vibrational patterns of our voice and understand that we are interceding to in your earth terms, bring up the vibrational patterns. As you sit still, understand there'll be a beam of light going into your particular consciousness. We are with you always. My voice patterns are not to so speak so much as to now invoke an energy transfer into the highest frequencies of light. Do you understand? Be at peace. Be still. Be still in your time now, as things are going to come about on your planetary system unknown to mankind soon. I am Kadarmanka of the Sanatorian Council. For a moment of time I speak, but in this moment of time, time does not exist. Our ship is about 10,000 miles, so to speak, above this particular location. We are now beaming into the physical form, more energy going into where you are. A light energy is being broadcasted. Can you feel it? Close your eyes, please. We send a great deal of love to the people of Earth at this time. Alion's communications with the being called Gadako will increase. Gadako's increased vibrational patterns will come in stronger in the future. Be prepared for communications soon. I am Kadarmanka, bidding you a farewell at this moment in time, turning the consciousness back over to that which is Alion.
Commander, that was an intense energy. It was like vibrating.
Okay. Hit 100K. First time, I think. I've seen.
Wow. Yeah, I'm like, if you're not channeling, why did you speak for them? Can you clarify the question, Claire? If you're not channeling, why did you speak for them? James or Chesno, when you read that sentence, what does that mean? I don't understand. If you're not channeling, why did you speak for them? I'm not channeling.
Right.
I don't channel. I'm telepathic. That's the difference. My communications is telepathic. When I telepathically communicate with Kadarmanka, people know the difference. It's a telepathic communications, Clara. So I think I understand what you were saying in your comment. And when someone channels, you won't feel it. When someone is directly in communications, as I am, even before TikTok, even before any social media or stuff, how many people felt the energy when Kadar Manka spoke? I asked. Oh, thank you for all the gifts. We appreciate it. I did. See, I go by what I hear from people here, not me. That's okay. Thank you for all the gifts, taps, and donations. Thank you very much for that. Faggots? Who's faggots? Let's see. We need to take this person out. What's going on with that? That person only has 19 followers, and we're going to block them. All right. That person's out of here. You see, we have good moderators here. We don't put up with that garbage. Let me join. Octagon. Octatron? Yeah, Octatron. You have 545. Thank you for all the Octagon. We'll bring him up. We'll bring them, he or she up.
Someone's dying, Commander. I'm going to hop down.
Okay. Thanks you, Chesnell, for being here.
Thank you.
We'll let you go, buddy. And welcome to our show. Oh, thank you, Susan, for the galaxy.
Hey, thanks for inviting me on. I appreciate it.
Hey, welcome. Glad to have you on here. Our show kind of drifted into a little bit of chaos when my contact in Arizona was reported to TikTok.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, so if you get a chance, go on your settings. The person we want to get back on is John Connors. I ask everybody new to this. That was going to be my other contact. He's like
that guy, John Connors.
Yeah. You're going to want to message. You're going to want to go on your settings when you get a chance. After this, go to settings under report a problem and the feedback page, and say that you demand that John Connors be reinstated with full privileges. Simple as that.
You can do that?
Yeah, you can do that. People don't know they can
select him specifically.
Well, you will tell them, not him specifically, but you go on settings, report a problem, and you mention his name, just like when you're writing an email to somebody.
His name.
You got to type it in and say that you disagree with what they did, and because everyone needs to do it.
Okay, I agree. I'm going to do that because I know he's a good guy. I just want
he is.
I just want to say that I believe that as well. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Because I just had.
He should not have been banned.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying John Connors should not have been banned or reported or anything.
No,
or you.
He was.
If someone reported you, that's completely.
Yeah, if that happened, I'd have the whole,
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's completely inappropriate.
So we have 191 people here. If you have not heard what happened tonight, I want every one of you who have not done this yet. My contact, John Connors in Arizona, and I were going to link up with Godico through radio frequencies, and we always do. But he was reported, and TikTok took him off. The algorithm or something did. So everyone needs to go on their settings after the show or during the show under report a problem and just demand that John Connors be given his full privileges back, and also go to the feedback page and tell them you disagree with what they did to John Connors and have them reinstate his privileges. So how many people have not done that yet? Please tell me I have not done it yet. Please do it for the sake of bringing him back on here. It's really important that we make that happen. And so, we're here till it's a little after 1 o'clock. We're going to be shutting the program down in a few minutes. We'll be on tomorrow night, Saturday night. And I'm hoping by then he'll be back on here, So if we don't get to do the contact tonight, which we were planning to do, we will set another date for it. But we're going to get John back on here. And what else did you want to share with us tonight?
I'm going to talk to my guy about John. I'm just saying. I know he should not have been banned.
No, he's a really.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
This is real.
Go
ahead.
My guy who works in cybersecurity in Singapore about this.
Okay.
Not really supposed to mention his name or anything, but
don't mention his name, but just
all I'm saying is I know John Connors does not deserve to be banned on this application, so I am gonna make sure that does not happen.
Very good. We appreciate that, man, so much. We're glad to have you with us. I think I'm following.
Your cyber friend to.
It says my live is flagged for hate speech and hateful behavior could result in your live being discontinued. Uh-oh. I'm being giving a warning.
Oh no. That means time to shut the show down tonight. Good night.
I'm gonna shut my show down here. I'm getting a warning. I'm gonna shut down the show right now. I'll see you all later.